Total failure on the intro.
I think
we got click happy. Screw it. Let's just get after it. Welcome in, guys. It's the Barncast Live. Kyle Rush, Daryl Dappert, Zach Blackerby, and we have so much to talk about. A ton of folks waiting for this thing to kick off, which obviously we thank you for that. Zach, I've heard it from a lot of media. Obviously, Alex Golesh is the new head coach for your Auburn Tigers.
Yeah, he is.
Heard it from a lot of media. I've heard some crazy takes out of the media. Josh Pate just recently said this hire excites him more than Lane at LSU. It seems like a really, really good fit. Some people say the perfect fit. Just overall thoughts so far on everything that we've seen today, now that we've had about 6, 7, 8 hours to kind of digest everything and see how things are moving. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I think the fit makes a ton of sense, and I think it checks a lot of the boxes of things that you would want to see. Group of, G5 coach, and there's going to be pushback on that, but you can't, because he was a play caller and had one of the best offenses in the country the 2 years that he did it at Tennessee. So I think the combination of being a successful coordinator in the conference and then being a successful G5 head coach, I think that combination, guys, it checks enough boxes for me to be excited about it.
What he did at Tennessee was pretty daggum awesome. The way
historic
he turned it around.
turnaround for 108th offense to top 10 offense.
And then they were the number one.
The biggest change was him being the OC.
Exactly. Dab, you kind of feel the same?
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, as the day's gone on, I'm really, really even getting more excited about this hire. Like I was glad to hear the news this morning, and that has just grown. And what I've tried to do, guys, is be realistic and parse it. Is it because I'm excited that it's Golesh, or is my enthusiasm and my bug based upon what it wasn't that we thought it was going to be last night? You see what I'm saying? Because how things look so much better when there's an alternative you don't like. So I want to make sure that my excitement level is about Golesh, the candidate, not because it wasn't somebody else. And as I've just gone throughout the day, looking at what he's done and looking at his offensive pedigree and building resurrecting a program that was dead. And I got kind of thinking about 2 weeks ago, I did some Google searches on him when his name kind of emerged a little bit back channel. And I remember being like, I would be okay with this guy if he was hired. So it went from being okay to really thinking like Auburn may have lucked into one here and kind of found a really good coach and a good candidate, and which would be something that honestly Auburn was due.
Oh, totally. It looks like he's already pretty much decided, at least. Well, it looks like no offensive coaches are going to be retained. It looks like we're completely gutting the offensive side of the ball, which I have zero problems with whatsoever. That side was just
I had to keep one. It'd be Marcus, but I understand why he would want to come in and just clean slate it. I get it.
Right. So it looks like you got obviously Cody Burns coming in. There another associate offensive coordinator, Joel Gordon, offensive line coach Tyler Hudnick. I guess that's how you say that. Who apparently he was the offensive line coach for UCF the year they went undefeated. So they kind of have it looks like a collaborative play calling thing, which may give a lot of people some indigestion, but it doesn't seem to mess them up. Their offense is pretty freaking unbelievable, and it's been that way ever since he's basically been a coach. Do you like the idea of just completely gutting the offensive staff? Do you have any pushback at all?
None. And I like that. We were told earlier in the day that he's a we guy. It's not a, hey, I got the job and I want you to come with me. It's, hey, we got the job. We were winning here. Let's go win at Auburn. And I think that's awesome. And I think the guys that he brought with him instantly shows that. I also think it shows that we hired somebody who has a plan. He's not wasting any time.
No time.
And that is refreshing. It's like he's in a hurry. Y'all know why? He's in a hurry.
You have to be.
Because Wednesday.
No, he's in a hurry because he's Russian.
That was a good one. There's been people asking me to talk with a Russian accent. I've been practicing to learn how to say War Eagle, but I don't ask me to.
I've been waiting for that all day.
Yeah,
that's
I've been waiting for that all day long.
Is Golesh's offensive line coach better than Thornton? I don't know much about him at all. It's not. It seems like it wouldn't be very hard. But again, you do have the Central Florida. He was the offensive line coach there when they were undefeated, and he's been with him at South Florida too. So they've been pretty solid on offense. It all just depends on how it translates. But I think you got at least a little bit of hope there. Is that a stretch?
No, I'm trying to be very kind in my comments answering that question, but I think you alluded to it. I don't think it's a very high bar that you have to go over to reach that, right? And I think that, well, heck, I'll just say it. I don't need to pull punches. It was one of the most disappointing position groups that Auburn had this year, and I felt like one of the very first position coaches that needed to go.
Yeah. Even when it felt like they kind of got their crap together these last 3 games, you still had some of the bonehead things that plagued you all year on the offensive line from some of the same characters. So I'm hoping there's just, if it's nothing else, just looking like a unit and being able to execute as a unit. I think that would be a very bright thing to see. Why are we not top buttoned tonight? I'm just gonna be honest. This one ain't gonna do it. I don't got enough wiggle room. I might pass out. I got the layering tank. If you have a layering tank over the button, then you can leave it unbuttoned.
It counts. Okay.
Optimistic Tiger, possibly the best hire in the SEC this year. So let's talk about those.
Come on.
So you got obviously Lane at LSU. That's people are going to laud that hire, which I understand. You got Ryan Silverfield at Arkansas, which they are currently protesting.
Literally physically out there.
They had ticket signs.
Yes.
And then you have Summerall at Florida, which they also pretty much hate.
They hate him. It's crazy.
Now, it's mostly fans, and I don't know that it's 1,000% warranted, but they hate his guts already. They're already calling for Scott Strickland's job. Who else is hired in the SEC?
Ole Miss
hired, just promoted. Bless their hearts, man. What a situation they're in, as they just hired Pete Golding. Is that his name?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it. Like, I don't know what else you do in that situation.
I'm going to tell you, Lane slow playing them and not making that announcement till today. Summerall off the board, Golesh off the board. I mean, that's the pettiness of him, is not only of him making threats that if you don't get on the plane with me today, you're not coming to be part of my staff. If you don't let me coach the playoffs, I'm poaching this roster. I mean, anybody that thought he turned over a new leaf is the same. He's the same dude that Al Davis called a fraud and a liar 15 years ago.
Yeah, it's so funny. And he said he had to go home and pray about it. He said, I had to go home and pray about it. And then he's like, okay.
I saw that. Yeah.
And he's like, okay, well, I'm just going to hold you.
Of that, but it's like, goodness gracious. I don't love that parallel got tied there. Yeah. If I'm LSU, I'm trying to put myself in LSU's shoes. Like, initially, you're probably excited.
Yeah.
And now after seeing this, I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it's a fit, guys. Like, I think it makes sense on paper. And boy, if we talked about what works on paper and what works on the field a ton this year, sadly. But I could see this blowing up.
Well, in the wise words of T-Bob Hebert, however you say his last name.
Yeah, stud.
He ratchet, we ratchet, let's ride.
It's a different kind of ratchet, though.
I thought that was such a funny statement, though.
So the difference, though, too, is just the expectation at LSU is not going to be just to get into the playoffs, right? Their expectation is going to be to win a national championship because they've won them before with different coaches. So LSU's used to winning conference titles. They're used to playing for conference titles, neither of which Lane Kiffin has even ever sniffed. And it's not just about, yay, we made the playoffs, especially when it expands to 16. They're going to want national titles.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Graham McLean says Comrade Golesh in Russian. This is how you say it. No, I don't. This is how you spell it. I don't know how you say it. But if you want
You have to guess.
no,
You have to guess.
I don't know what their letter. Those aren't real letters. They're fake
See a
letters.
T, a O, and a B, and A, a P.
An upside down M
N.
with a stick on it and
Right.
and a backwards N.
Is the back upside down M? Is that just a W? I'm not sure.
I don't know. It's got like a little stick on it. And
Yeah, like does the stick mean something?
no idea.
Yeah.
No idea. Made up language. Zach Dixon says, got to end the show after that one. Zach, Cold War Eagle, though.
I expected more.
Oh, I get that one. Cold War,
Cold War
baby.
Eagle.
Good
That's
That's
reference.
hilarious.
That's a good one. Yeah.
NH3425 says, in the past 5 years, Golesh had a top 5 national offense at Tennessee, USF, and Central Florida. Auburn hasn't had a top 25 offense since 2014. Let that sink in. I'm cool with the Golesh gambit. I expect results.
You should. You should. I went on another show earlier today, and I was asked point blank, does Auburn score 30 points per game? And I'm like, well, that's all Golesh has
He's ever
done. I mean, his worst year as a head coach or offensive coordinator was his first year. Yeah, his first year at USF in 2023. And they scored 31.9 points per game. That was good for 33rd in the country. And they had 5.7 yards per play. That's his worst. And I think we scored 26 points per game last year. Does that sound right? Does that sound right? Which I'm kind of glad we can say last year now, guys, by the way. I'm kind of glad that's
I'm glad it's over.
Yeah. But no, I mean, you should expect it. I mean, 2025 USF, 7.2 yards per play. That's 5th in the country. 43 points per game. That's 4th in the country. I mean, that's absurd. That is awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome, man.
That's rarefied air.
You're rarefied air, my guy.
I can't wait to see schematically what 30 points a game looks like. Like the eyeball test, like, oh, that's what an efficient offense looks like. Oh, that's how you run that route. Oh, that's how you put that defense in hell.
Can y'all imagine getting the ball at like the 40-yard line, your own 40, not even like great field position, but a solid field position, and be like, I'm going to kind of expect to score here.
Right.
What's that going to be like?
Or getting the ball.
Reckless boog incoming.
Reckless.
Or
book.
getting the ball
Reckless
with
boog.
2.5 minutes left to go, down 7, and saying, oh, we're going to overtime.
It's too much. They left too much time. That's what I can't wait. They left way too much time.
Yes, they left way too much time. Yep.
Yeah. I'm with you. From Walt Taylor, AU, from Russia with Love, Golesh. Alex Golesh. I dig it, little James.
Does Walt have a Georgia Tech?
Oh, is that what that was? Is that a James Bond thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a
there's
Georgia
no way
Tech?
You would have ever known that.
Should we add that to the
No, we got to get through so much. Did you knock out and remember the Titans already?
Been a little busy this week, my guy. We don't play 8 basketball games this week, so I've got a shot.
True. All right. NH3425 says, keep an eye on Dirk and LSU. Just saying, I think there's probably as close to a 0% chance.
I did some
Dirk
digging
going
on
to
that. I heard
LSU.
that this afternoon. Reached out to, I mean, the most in the know LSU people there is, and they're like, I don't think that's a thing, Zach. I'm like, okay, great. Thanks.
Blake Baker, I think they want to do everything they can.
He's a
keep Blake
priority.
Baker.
He's a priority down there.
He is their Durkin.
He's their Durkin. And I don't think Durkin likes Lane too much.
Nope.
I didn't think about that.
Coach together at Ole Miss.
Yeah, they were there, and he left laterally. And Ole Miss was kind of just getting started. Like, it wasn't like they got fired and he went to another staff. He left to go take a lateral move. I don't think that's going to happen. Is DJ going back to coaching the defense? So as of right now, it's 8:14 Central Standard Time. I think they finished their meeting. There was supposed to be a meeting between DJ Durkin and Alex Golesh. I think by all accounts, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, Golesh wants to keep DJ. That's my understanding. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
And maybe DJ's just got some thinking to do. I'm sure maybe he thought he was going to get the job. I don't 100% know all the details, but if DJ left, it would be DJ's call, not Golesh's call, because I think he wants to keep him. Now, with that being said, you've had a bunch of offensive coaches hired. you've only had one defensive coach hired, and we're not 1,000% sure he's going to be an on-the-field coach yet. We think he's possibly going to be a DB coach, a corner coach. Crime has been talked about possibly moving into an off-the-field role. Funny story, this guy actually played for Crime. His name escapes me.
Van Dyke or something?
Van Dyke. He played for Crime I believe, at Miami for a stint, or whenever he played somewhere for Crime. So there's a relationship there. But other than that, there's been no other defensive coaches even remotely rumored from coming anywhere. So that to me signals that they're still trying to work through that DJ Durkin deal. And I would say that, what's a good percentage, you think?
That
over
he
50?
stays?
You think it's over 50 that he stays?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a way over 50, but I do think it's over 50.
Yeah. Somewhere in the 60 to 70%, I would say.
6, 7.
6, 7. I don't know. One of those. The Golesh gulag. I love it. If Byron Brown wants to follow, do you sacrifice Deuce, or is this Deuce's team? It's a tough question. I think you only bring him in if you lose Deuce. I think you roll with Deuce.
That's it.
Correct. You roll with Deuce. This guy,
and I'm not 100% convinced he has another year. I think he does have a year. I don't think that's been confirmed.
I heard he does.
Let's look.
But
he's listed as a senior on. He's listed as a senior on ESPN, but I looked at PFF and I think he only played 4 games in his freshman year. So look that up and confirm that. But I think you go with Deuce. I think you go with Deuce unless you lose Deuce, and then that would be a pretty nice 1-year Band-Aid consolation prize if that were to happen.
You go with Deuce. You see what Golesh can do with Deuce, with his offense.
His offensive rating for the year is 91 on PFF.
It's crazy.
I don't know if I've seen that before. That's
3,000, 1,000. 3,000 yards passing, 1,000 yards rushing.
Okay, so he's played 4 seasons.
Yeah, but the first season he only played 4 games.
Yeah, let's see how many snaps.
I don't know if he transferred to South Florida though. Like, I don't know, from like a D2 school, or if they got him out of high school.
He only played in 4 games in 2022. Was the 4-game redshirt thing and play in 22? I think it was.
I think so. Yeah.
So if that's the case.
He should, unless he transferred to South Florida from a D2 school that I don't know of, because that doesn't typically show up on ESPN.
Yeah, I think he's fine. I think he's got 1 year left.
NH3425 says AU versus Florida will be interesting next year, and LSU. We play LSU too. But
do you want to hear something really strange, guys? And this is really ironic. From the temperature that I've gotten, we already know the Auburn side of this before this morning. I think there's been some change and some shifting of opinion. But the temperature with the Auburn fans and the temperature with the Florida fans, I think it would have been really strange, but both fan bases would have been happy with a flip. Yeah. Florida would have been more happy with Golesh because he beat them. And Auburn, it looked like would have been more happy with Sumrall. And then both are in different places, which is just very ironic to me.
Yeah, but I think I'm still seeing a lot more positive Auburn than I am positive Florida right now.
Yes,
it's almost unanimous.
I think that's flipped with Auburn's perception of him.
For sure.
And with Kyle, so Byron Brown went from high school to South Florida.
Well, if that's the case, then he should have.
He redshirted in 22.
So so I would say you go with Deuce. If you somehow you can't make it work out and Deuce leaves, that's a great consolation prize right there.
Yep.
6'3", 200 pounds, 3,000-yard rusher. 1,000-yard rusher, 3,000-yard passer. I'll take it. They have a really good receiver.
16 of 10 statistical categories, including number 1 in points responsible for per game, and number 1 in total offense.
All those
the
are
only
good.
Player in the nation to have logged at least 2,800 passing yards and 900 rushing yards on the year. He stands number 3 among QBs nationally in rushing yards and 14 in passing yards.
What was his stat line against Florida? Do you have that?
Give me a second.
They didn't score a lot of points against Florida. That was like an 18-17 game, I think.
Florida, 23 of 36 for 263, a touchdown, 17 rushes for 66 yards.
No interceptions.
No interceptions.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you take that. You're outclassed in talent, and you beat them, and you had a good game. That's fantastic. Here's a good one. Young Joker says, which occurs first? Lane Kiffin leaves LSU or he gets fired?
Fired.
Leaves. N-F-L.
Big buyout. I think leaves too.
He's got an ego the size.
Buyout.
Yeah, he wants to go back to the NFL and see. He's got.
Don't you think he had that opportunity now, though?
Well, I think that because of the way the NFL season plays out, he might have had that opportunity, but it may not have been the job he wanted. Maybe he didn't want the Giants or the Titans. Maybe he's waiting for a Miami Dolphins to open up or someone else that's a more desirable franchise that's got more stability.
Maybe so.
All right.
Maybe I can tell you one thing. I know one NFL job I wish would open up.
What's that?
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers.
I'm ready for Tomlin to go.
You want Lane Kiffin at the Steelers?
Nope. I just want that job to open up.
Luke Wigington says,
yeah,
we're going up. It's our moment. Going to be Golesh. There you go. I missed that little exchange.
He just won't buy the hat. He Welshes on a bet, which is so Bush League to say he's going to do.
I just haven't ordered the hat yet.
Yeah,
there wasn't a time limit.
You're thinking I'll forget about it?
No.
Luke Wigington says,
I've honestly forgotten about it.
Luke Wigington says, we're going up. It's our moment.
Do you get that reference?
No.
Okay.
What does it mean?
Is it
I think it's a reference to that Netflix movie, that like K-pop Demon Hunters song.
Okay. I don't know.
Because it's gonna be golden and Golesh. I think that's what it is.
Graham McLean, I think NH might just be a booster of the barn.
That's correct.
Yeah.
He's really the only reason the company's standing right now.
James Stallings, this feels like a Rocky movie. We get knocked down in the last round. Cohen got up and may have stumbled into the better hire.
If it is, it's Rocky 4.
Gotta be.
That was on the piggyback of Zach's joke, because that's when he fought the Russian.
I must break you.
I must break you.
There we go. There we go. There's your Russian accent.
Was he just in a hurry the whole fight?
What do you mean?
Because he was Russian?
Russian, yeah.
Yes. No, he fought a Russian. He fought Ivan Drago.
It's a joke, Daryl. It's a really bad joke.
Well, I mean,
I don't need you to explain it to me. It's a bad joke.
This is a good question. Tiger Boy 0261. Daryl, what's going to be the first question you ask Alex Golesh?
How he felt about the United States hockey team in 1980 beating the Russians in Lake Placid.
I bet he hates Russian jokes.
I bet he does.
Don't do a Russian joke.
Yeah, I mean, he probably doesn't remember that much.
No,
Russia. I mean,
obviously,
he was pretty young.
Yeah, my question would be something about scheme. I'm really interested. I love picking the brains of guys that are really good offensive minds, and it's been a while since we've been able to do that. So I would I would ask something about.
What's your opinion on communism versus the free market?
Yeah.
No, kidding.
Yeah.
All right, NH3425. No golf Golesh. Love it and thank God.
Was
I want to let everybody know.
Was that quote real that I read earlier today where he said, I don't hunt, I don't fish, I don't golf, my hobby's football?
I watched a clip of that interview. Yeah.
Wow.
And he's like, I live like on the nicest golf course in Tampa, but he doesn't golf.
Yeah. I also checked. I did some crackpot research. He does not have even a GIN number, which is the handicap tracking system that Hugh got busted on in June. I tweeted out, he does not have a profile. So not
That's
only
huge.
He's either really smart or he doesn't play golf. And I don't think he plays golf. So there you go. Thomas Jones, all of the AU fans that wanted Lane before Hugh should be over the moon that Auburn isn't going through this BS with Lane like Ole Miss. Just imagine Pete Golden, Auburn interim coach right now.
It's a great point.
I don't know if he leaves Auburn. I don't know if it's a similar thing. I think
that's a good point.
Resources in Ole Miss.
Everybody says nobody leaves Auburn for another job. until that first time somebody does.
Yeah.
And if there's going to be one SOB that finally does it, it would be Lane
him.
Kiffin.
That's a really good point. Cleveland Brown, I shared Zach's early assessment of this morning. I was expecting Durkin because of the expedited timeline. I'm so grateful it's Golesh, home run higher. It's kind of interesting. That timeline was there basically like last week. Like we had started hearing there's an announcement planned on Sunday. Is either going to be Sunday at lunch, Sunday at some point in time Sunday. And I think it's because if y'all saw this, there was a huge recruiting event and they put together a list of events that lasted all day, essentially up until like 3 o'clock, where they could watch some NFL games and stuff. So it felt like they were going to have a coach announced some point in that time and try their best to get the coach there to meet the recruits. And that's how it played out today. He flew in, he got here what time? Like 1 o'clock or so, something like that. I think that's whenever I saw people saying that he landed, and it's awesome. He got to go meet with, all the recruits, saw some good stuff from a couple of the different guys that were committed, that were visiting. But yeah, I think it's kind of weird how that played out. And it felt like you went through 3 candidates and still ended up with an announcement at the time that they said they were going to announce it. So kudos there to Cohen. Any player reactions so far? I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen much.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to folks off the record that are excited and eager, and some folks are, texting, high school teammates that are at South Florida and, get more information. But seems like the general consensus is excited.
I'm interested to see. I haven't seen this yet, but for the next one, Brent Beaver says official X account put out a video of Golesh addressing the team. I love him so much already. Have y'all seen that video?
No, I just got a text about it saying that they're ready to run through a wall, but I have not seen it.
Should we download it and play it?
Yeah, let's just screen share it. Give me a second.
Screen share it. I want to run through a wall.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I mean, it's so funny how, and I've seen other people referencing this, how Cohen said he wanted to coach with an edge, and that cat walks around wearing a hat that has
that says edge on it.
And he also, did you see that exchange last year? I think that's
it was
Bearcat coach. I love, that's what I want.
Tom Herman.
I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired of coaches being soft and laying down and taking it. Whether it's people tweeting at our coaches or or referees, Let's get nasty.
I'm assuming this is it. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Can y'all hear it? Audio come?
Yes.
Yeah, it's coming through. Turn it up.
All right, guys. I got done playing last night, same time you guys did. And John and his staff gave me the opportunity to be the head coach at Auburn University at around 1 a.m. And the second they sent it, man, I signed that thing on the dotted line because this is a dream for me, my family, for everybody involved in the organization I'm coming from. Here's really the biggest message I'm going to give you. And I don't have anything scripted. I don't have anything rehearsed. I hadn't slept in 2 days. So you get the real and the raw. Accountability will build discipline. We're going to become a process-driven program. How we wake up, how we come in here, how we greet each other, how we communicate, how we talk, how we work, how we eat, how we sleep. And we do all of that one day at a time like champions. And that is it. Ultimately, guys, hear me on this. At whatever point you guys are ready, this is going to become a player-driven program. When the standard is upheld by you, day in, day out. When the standard is raised by you. When guys in all 10 meeting rooms have somebody to point to and say, I want to be like that guy. When that happens, we roll. We roll. You're going to get 100% of me right here, right now, to get this thing where you guys want it to be, where I want it to be, where the Auburn family wants it to be.
Okay.
We're going to roll.
All right.
I'm down with that. I heard there was a part that he said, I don't play golf. I don't fish. I don't do this. I just coach football. That's all. That's all I do. I think they cut that part out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that gets you checked up. The no cussing policy is out of here, completely out of here.
Yeah. No, the media team's going to have to do some censoring for sure.
For sure. You know what? Sometimes you need a good dog cussing. It goes along with football. It just has to happen. Zach Dixon said Falzon said he is signing. Did you guys see that? I did see that he was.
I got
excited. He was one of the ones that was very happy.
He was on campus yesterday, and the guy that drove him around, his escort, drove us back to our media parking lot and said that he was signing leases, looking for apartments yesterday.
Great. That's awesome.
I think he had a big year too, from a statistical standpoint.
I feel like Saturday mornings I see people post his highlights every week. I mean,
I like him.
Yeah,
I
have to look that up because I think he had a really good year. The
ride back to your car, Daryl. I mean, I'm sure it was late and it was dark. How did that go?
Not good.
Okay,
not good.
Expand on that, or just want to move on?
Somebody's owed something out there. Let's just put it that way.
All right. We'll leave it at
Young
that.
Joker 23 says, if the defense stays elite or improve and offense looks like 2022 Tennessee, we might have a chance for the playoff next year. We're close.
I think that's safe to say. If we have one of the best offenses in the last 10 years and our defense is even better,
you don't even have to be that good on offense. I swear we don't even have to be that good on offense. If you can keep the defensive deal going. You know what I mean? Like if you can just sustain drives and keep them off the field and protect them a little bit, I don't think you have to be that good on offense to be a really good football.
All the crazy crap that just defies the law of averages that happened to Auburn this year.
We're going that's going to come around.
Comes around. It'll go from 5 to 10, 5 to 9, like that. I mean, penalty wise, self-inflicted stuff, bad breaks.
I agree with you. The Golesh Gulag. What are realistic expectations? That name gets me though by every time. What are realistic expectations for year one on the field in recruiting his first true class? So he was the recruiting core. Let's start with the recruiting piece of it. After the stuff that I've read today, I am extremely excited about him recruiting. He has been a recruiting coordinator at a couple of different stops.
That was kind of his first real full-time.
That was his first real job
gig at Toledo, and his first
Iowa
2
State.
years. Yeah. But his first one though was at Toledo,
and they had the #1 class in the MAC or something like that.
Yeah, his very first
year. So I think he can be really good. I think there just needs to be a little bit of guidance on which hands to go shake. You said that your guy, you have a connection. I think one of the strength guys, local gyms or something like that, really likes this guy.
Yeah, what the biggest trainer in Birmingham reached out to me, saying how much he loves this guy, and I'm like, oh, like you see him? He's like, yeah, I see him a good bit. And I'm like, he recruits Birmingham, and he's like, yeah, I've got 2 of my guys down there at USF. I'm like,
that's big. I'm fired up that he knows where Birmingham is. Like that's good. That's a good start.
That's huge, right?
I mean, he's recruited the SEC footprint.
Tennessee as well, right?
Yeah, he's recruited the SEC footprint for sure. As far as expectations, I really need to see the defense, how the defense thing plays out before I know.
I want to see a staff. I need to see what the roster looks like. Yeah.
I'm out of the prediction business because,
bro, we're gonna have like 10. We're gonna have 100 different predictions between now, and next August. Ty Phipps, 6485. Gardner and Chop already been contacted. I know who Gardner is, Rodney Gardner. Who is Chop as far as defensive coaches?
I have no idea.
We've reached out to Rodney Gardner.
Well, that's what he says. I don't know. I haven't seen that. I wouldn't mind.
Be a little surprised we were doing that before we knew on Durkin, right? Or does he not care? Is he going to hire everyone?
Maybe it's a Durkin. Maybe that's a Durkin move. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. I haven't seen any defensive coaching stuff whatsoever. And now we've been recording now for 35 minutes. So that's another reason. So if anything's broken in the last 35 minutes, I haven't seen it. So we'll have to see on the defensive side. Jacob J234, can't wait to see us first and goalish to go.
See what you've started, Zach?
See
what you've started with your dad jokes. Yeah, I like dad jokes.
Hey, how about this one? JJ Brand says Demetrius Deuce Knight Jr. is my cousin, and Golesh will make him a Heisman contender ASAP.
JJ has said that in the chat at least 46 times.
I believe him.
I believe that they're cousins. And I believe that if Deuce Knight puts it all together in this offense, yeah, I'm with him.
We have an answer to who Chop is.
Who's that?
Will Muschamp.
Okay.
But then this guy says Chop Harbin, linebacker coach from Tennessee. So two different people.
I bet that's who it is.
That makes more sense.
Tennessee guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
Because they're both at Tennessee, right? Yep. Is Garner still at Tennessee? He's getting up there in age.
He is. I thought he was. Yeah. I don't know.
Zach, you're going to love this one, by the way.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
War Dank Eagle says, I'm ready for the hammer and sickle offense. Mr. Golesh, tear this wall down. Maybe Daryl will get that reference.
Of course I do. Ronald Reagan standing at the wall.
I love Cold War humor.
1988 said, Mr. Gorbachev, tear
the wall
this wall down.
I love it.
It looks
no
like
more sermons.
Looks like
yes.
He still is at Tennessee.
Who, Rodney still there?
Looks like it.
James Stalling says, no more sermons. Yes. Grayson Lewis, FYI, Deuce removed all Auburn-related stuff from Instagram. Breaking news, after Alex was announced, and has liked every picture of Lane to Ole Miss. You mean Lane to LSU?
He does that a lot. I'm not concerned about that.
He does that often. That's kind of his thing.
But, Deuce, don't do that now with a new coach coming in.
Yeah.
Who I think is going to put up with less stuff.
That's a very good point.
Especially if his quarterback wants to follow him. Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm with you. Dirk Hoke was reporting, Justin Hokanson with On3 reporting Dirk and Golesh meeting tonight. I think that meeting's already happened. So, and I've heard at least some positive returns from it. So we'll see. Shout out Cleveland Brown, new member. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate
you. Love the Cleveland Browns.
Could you change your name, though? Appreciate you, but can you change that name?
He's got an AU in there. It's Cleveland Brown.
Cleveland Brown.
It's AU.
Rigger Spoon says, can we get Barn Ushanka hats?
Those are sweet.
Is that the woolly fuzzy thing?
Yeah. That would be sweet.
Let's do that. Ty Phipps says, Gardner's sister-in-law passed, and he's taking care of her kids, so his wife is wanting to move back home with family to Auburn. Needed to clarify. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, maybe we'll see if that can materialize. Again, he's up there in age, but he's definitely a stud.
Yeah, I pulled up his bio to see where he was. 36-year SEC coaching veteran. That's insane.
That is insane.
36?
John M. Rogg. I remember back in the day, we would say that we'd pull for the Soviet Union over Bama. Amazingly, the circle is now complete. That's incredible.
That's true.
That's so good.
That's so funny.
That's so good. I wanted to talk about the search really quick before we get off. Y'all want to talk about it really quick? Just your thoughts on the search. I know that it was weird the way it ended. Zach, you had some theories on the way it played out. Dap, you same thing for you. Just the search as a whole. How do you feel? I know ultimately we're happy with the way it ended, but how do you feel about the search as a whole, and how it went, how it was handled?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we'll ever know the full picture. I do think the video we just watched that Auburn put out, him talking about how he got the contract at 1:00 in the morning or whatever, is interesting. I do wonder how long he was the plan for.
Yeah.
Because we know that there was mutual interest between Sumrall and Cohen, and then we knew that there were roadblocks that emerged there. And then, man, like we all went to bed thinking that DJ Durkin was the favorite to be Auburn's head coach to be announced earlier today. And based off people we talked to, like it seems like DJ Durkin thought that as well. And so I just wonder, like, is there any chance Cohen saw all the stuff that happened last night and the response, and then he made a last-ditch effort at 1:00 in the morning once USF got done playing their game? He mentioned they got done playing the same time, we did. And that was kind of the last, I don't want to say Hail Mary, but like the last kind of like, hey, let's do this. I don't know. I would love to know.
Excellent points. Really kind of something to just really think about. I wasn't really happy with the search for the last week, and then it turns out to be masterclass because I think he had – I will still go to my grave thinking Sumrall was the first choice. And I
think that's fair. I think Sumrall accepted the job.
He did. Yeah, we've got good intel that says he did, and then there's some factors came into play, and I still think that there was. I believe now, hearing what time that contract was sent over, that there was still some kind of feeling each other out between Sumrall and Auburn late in the evening last night, waiting to hear back. I also would not be surprised at all if what Zach's saying is true. People saw it happened with Greg Schiano. It happened with Mark Stoops. People saw he may have seen the pushback on that if it was DJ Durkin. And the third thing I would like to say is I got home so late last night that I actually went to bed at 1:30, and dang it, I would have liked to have known that a half hour earlier Golesh was signed a contract because I'd have slept like a baby. Instead of,
waking up mad.
I did wake up mad. And it's not good to wake up mad on the Lord's Day. That's never not good. But anyway.
Shout out James Bright for joining. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you, James.
Two more super chats, and we're going to get out of here. Can we maybe have a better portal class now?
We're going to have
to. You could have some – if you have some guys lose, you could have some salary cap free up for sure.
Yeah.
I also think there's a chance, guys, that the portal class, like we had high-ranking portal class guys. There's a chance that we get guys in the portal this cycle that aren't ranked as high, but they're better for what we need, and the money makes more sense.
And they perform and they get developed better. You see what I'm saying? They may come in and exceed what their ranking is, and they're a better fit for Auburn, and they get developed. I agree. I think that's a great point.
You're a great point, Daryl.
You're knocking it out of the park today, dude.
Graham McClain, by the way, he's changed his profile picture, which I love it. Graham McClain, see it? He's got that hat thing we're talking about. 5 minutes ago, Auburn posted pics of Alex Golesh and Deuce and Cam and some other players meeting.
Wow. We are wasting no time. It's like he's in a hurry. Y'all know why?
Because he's rushing.
He's
rushing. I heard that he went back around 6 o'clock tonight. So those pictures must have been from earlier meetings today.
Maybe so.
Maybe so.
Hey, it's a lot better than do you want it done right or you want it done right now?
There you
go. How about both?
How about both?
Guys, anything else? I appreciate y'all jumping in the chat. Holy cow, a bunch of folks watching and participating. So we're going to be talking about this all week. You know where to find all of us, Dap, Zach, over there on the Locked On Auburn, and then on with Village Vice with Brad Law. Can't wait to hear what Brad has to say.
Oh, it's going to be electric
I
tomorrow.
need to mention to anybody watching this, try to tune into the press conference tomorrow, right?
Yeah, for sure. We're going to be there. Make sure you're by your computer for that one. So appreciate it, guys. We'll talk again soon.
Oh, yeah.
War Eagle.